Let's see if she wants to fire up. Minty. Squeaky. When I was pulling it in here, pulled it up right there, and it actually stalled out on me. So yeah, that's another issue. Probably has something to do with the TPS sensor. I think that's acting up. All right.
I said, all right, no problem, Josh, I got you.
Yeah.
He said I had to go thick there. I said, I don't care. He said, this rocker is bad.
Yeah, it was. It was shot. Back in the green Cherokee, she's a little dirty, but we'll give her a good washing. It's covered in pollen though. But yeah, I just had that basically done for free. My buddy Josh hooked it up for me, and I got my rockers and doors patched. I don't want to say fixed, they're patched, but he did a hell of a job patching them. And I didn't have to pay anything either, so that's even better. If you guys are new to my channel, this is my 2000 Jeep Cherokee XJ. It's got a 3-inch lift, 3.5-inch lift, Rubicon Express on 33 by 12.5 Firestone Destination MT2s. Anyway, this thing was in pretty rough shape. I mean, not really rough shape, but the body was kind of rusty. So in my last videos, you can see the door was completely rotted out. The rockers were rotted out. The previous owner that I bought this from had patched it with some foam and Bondo combination, and over the past 2 years it just disintegrated out from the rockers and exposed those nasty rot holes that you saw in the other videos. I'll pop up a clip here of that. This and the rockers, I don't know what happened, but at some point these were like stuffed. It's all rotted out here. It was stuffed with some Bondo here, some filler, and some spray foam as well. Right here you can tell, just like on all XJs, it rots out. Someone had previously patched this. It held up. When I bought it, it wasn't like this at all. But as poor bodywork goes, it looks like this after a while, and that's why you gotta do things the right way. But anyway, it's not perfect. I told him, don't go crazy with it. It's obviously not factory. What he did is he knocked out all that foam, Bondo crap that was loaded in there. It was pretty disgusting. And he filled it in with a little more Bondo, but it's temporary. I know that's not the right way to fix it. It looks pretty damn good, and I paid nothing for it, which is cool. The guy was really awesome. He's a buddy of mine. He hooked it up for me. So now I have rust-free rockers and doors. I mean, that's not bad. For free, you really can't complain. Compared to what it used to be, it's absolutely mint to me. That's all that really matters for now. Now in the future, I'm probably gonna go around and cut the rockers out, put some steel in there, maybe like a 2x8, but for now it looks pretty good. Obviously the paint isn't perfect, but I plan on having this whole thing painted eventually. Yeah, it looks pretty good though. No more rot. He actually did a really good job for Bondo. And like I said, I didn't pay anything for this. even better. Again, if you're new and you don't know, this Jeep has 335,000 miles on it. Not the factory engine. It's been replaced with a 4.0 with about, I think it was 140,000 when I bought it. So right now it's probably at like, I don't know, almost 200. It always has good oil pressure. Runs a little warm because I got some crap inside that radiator. Like most XJs do with the cast block, it rusts out pretty bad. Not a big deal though, you just gotta flush the entire system and replace everything with OEM parts, all the hoses, miscellaneous stuff that has to do with your cooling system. I plan on flushing the entire system and replacing everything that the coolant runs through, so I know I won't get that rusty crap in my radiator anymore. But yeah, give you a little update on this Jeep. I actually just got this back last night, so I'm pretty stoked. I haven't driven it in like 10 days. Chloe's excited to be back in it too. Aren't you, Chloe? Honestly, guys, I don't know what I want to do with these. I know what I want to do with them, but I have options. I could either put 2 of them on the rear of the 2JZ XJ and just smoke the tires until they're gone, which would be really badass. The tires are already shot, like completely shot. I know they probably don't look it, but they're really dry rotted and they ride like absolute garbage on the road. Just wobbling, shaking of the wheel. So the tires are basically useless. You could wheel with the tires. I have options, like I said. I could keep these tires, put them on the green Jeep, although I don't think they'd fit that well. I don't really like black wheels either. My plan is to keep the rims for the winter time, so in the winter I don't absolutely ruin my Pro Comps, which they're cheap wheels anyway, but those were a pain in the ass to clean from last winter. And I spent hours and hours cleaning those, even after I had a professional cleaning company clean them as well. So I'm not going to run those this winter. I'm definitely going to keep those rims to run on the green Jeep for this winter coming up, so the salt and grind doesn't ruin aluminum polished Pro Comps. Well, what do I do with these tires in the meantime? I think I should roast them up. I'm going to throw them on the red 2JZ. That'll be a video coming up. And I'll just absolutely cook these furs off. I think that'll be the coolest option. They're not going to fit on anything else. I don't think they'd fit on the green Jeep because they're 35s and I only have a 3-inch lift. They'd fit, but they'd rub like a motherfucker. But yeah, I think that's what's going to happen. I could always sell them too, but what fun is that? You know, I'd rather cook them off with the 2JZ. But the 2JZ is in the shop right now. As you saw in the last video, she's getting her boost leak fixed. It was a horrible boost leak, and it's causing backfire, poor gas mileage, and just breaks up under boost. I can't have fun with it. I want to be able to floor the thing and not worry about backfiring, blowing my eardrums out, or potentially pre-detonating my engine. Not good. I'm doing spark plugs on it, fixing the boost leak, and then we're gonna mess with some tuning. The guy that has the Jeep right now is really good at what he does. Professional with turbochargers. He specializes in muscle cars, Grand Nationals to be specific, but he knows his way around a turbo, and he knows people who know their way around a 2JZ as well. Obviously, I'm not the smartest with the 2JZ, but I'm learning. All this is going to bring good content too. So stay tuned. We're going to have some really good videos coming up. I just need to find out a place to do all this. We're going to have to go down to Mexico and do something. But yeah, that's the plan with these tires right now. We're going to absolutely cook them off with the 2JZ. Hell yeah. And you can see these wheels, they're a pain to keep clean. They may look clean in the video, but they're absolutely filthy. I just polished these like, it's been 3 weeks now, so I can't really get too mad. But yeah, you got to keep up on these if you want them to look shiny. They absolutely got trashed last winter. I'll never let that happen again. Like I said, they're not really the nicest wheels. They're only like $400 for a set. I also have a lot of people asking me about this bumper. This was off the 2JZ XJ. It never used to be rusty. This started coming through when I drove it over the winter. It's custom made. I don't know what OW means, If you know, put it down in the comments. It's a really well-made bumper though. Really, really high quality. So shout out to whoever made this bumper. I sold my winch. I probably should have kept it, but I kept this on there for some reason in case I get another one. Painted those hooks because why not? I'm gonna have this Raptor lined or bullet lined just like my red Jeep. Amazon headlights with the smoke. I don't know, better than no EM. And the best part about the Jeep, I think, it's a pretty snazzy looking hood. It's like a rainforest theme. No, I didn't paint that. I'm not an artist. I bought it like that actually. Someone in Westfield, Mass did that. And yeah, like I just showed you guys, I had the rockers fixed, more like patched, but it's a really high quality patch job in my opinion. I had nothing. I think it's the other side actually. Either way, he like made that right there. That corner was gone. I think it's the other side. But anyway, there was rot, there was foam stuffed in there. It was horrible looking. So it looks a lot better now. That roof rack, don't look at that. That roof rack came with my red Jeep, the 2JZ, as well as a light bar. So basically all I did was pop it off of the red Jeep, throw it on this one, and I think it looks a lot better. It serves more purpose on this Jeep than it does the 2JZ. As you know, I don't take that off-road yet. Still got to fix the unibody. But yeah, this one's really clean. I picked this one up a few years ago. It's got its surface rust, but the floors are here. The unibody's solid. I just installed the slip yoke eliminator kit with a new Rough Country drive shaft. Rides absolutely amazing. Let's see. Upgraded control arms, Bilstein shocks, front and rear. Chrysler 8 1/4 rear end, stock Dana 30 in the front. Yeah, not really much to say other than that. Oh, these Bushwhacker flat flares, I love these. I'd put these on the red Jeep, on the 2J, but I really don't want to. I want to change it up a little bit, although I hate the ones that are on there right now. Oh, moving on to the back, I got all my stickers. MagnaFlow exhaust. I never use this, but it comes in handy when you need to pull someone out. Got to change these taillights, those are gross. I'm going to do a cut and fold here because I know this is all rotted out behind that. We don't have time for that yet. But yeah, this is the side that was really bad. So right here you can tell it's all freshly painted. Actually, that's actually Bondo. He made that, sculpted it with his hands. Pretty cool. Yeah, I know it's not going to last. I know it's not pretty. The paint doesn't really match, but hey. Personally, I think it's better than riding around with rot all over the place. And your door missing. So I have a door now, which is cool. Well, stock radio, factory, everything. This one actually has a minty headliner. Whoever did this did a great job on it. Really good. I'm going to have to do this in my red one eventually. Both red ones. That one actually needs a headliner as well. There's my green XJ. Not really much to say about it. It's a good daily driver. I get asked all the time, do I wheel this one? Yes, I do wheel this one. This is why I bought this vehicle, was for a winter beater and for a trail rig. Well, it turned more into a daily driver for the winter, and then I really enjoyed driving it, so it became more or less like a daily driver. I also have my Volkswagen, the GLI, but I don't drive that as much anymore. It's fun, but this is just, I don't know. It's different. I don't really have any plans for this one either. I just want to keep it the way it is. Hit the trails with it. Keep it for a good winter vehicle. Maybe give it a bigger lift someday. We'll see. I thought about throwing the 35s on this too, but I don't think they'd fit that well. I'd put it up to the wheel for comparison. Looked like it would rub on this side a little more. Or maybe the back side. Who knows? But yeah, I had a few comments asking about this Jeep. Figured I'd make a little video about it. Again, it's a 2000 Jeep Cherokee Sport XJ 4.0 straight six. Sturdy vehicle. If you don't have one, get yourself an XJ. And don't go crying about the prices either, because you get what you pay for. If you want a $1,500 rig, it's going to look like a $1,500 rig, unless you get lucky. I won't say what I paid for that, but I absolutely stole it. You can find the deals that are out there. You just got to look. But if you want to buy a Jeep already lifted with big tires, some upgrades on it, decent upgrades, I would estimate you're probably going to spend around $3,000 to $7,000 depending on lift kit, size of the tires, gear, 2-door is a 4-door, 5-speed automatic. All that comes into play. This one right here, I'll be pretty transparent with you guys. I bought it on 31s. I didn't have the slip yoke eliminator. I did all kinds of work to this since I've had it, but I bought it with a 3.5-inch lift on 31s. I paid $3,000 for this, so it's a great vehicle. I bought it because the unibody was solid. Like I said, I needed a winter beater, but it's proven its reliability. I mean, it's literally never left me stranded. I think I got a good one. A lot of people complain about these. But hey, just like any vehicle, you have to put money into them or else they're just going to fall apart, especially a vehicle being 22 years old. Yeah, go get yourself an XJ if you want to have a fun, semi-reliable daily driver that's fun to drive. In my opinion, it's one of the best SUVs ever made. So if you guys like this video, make sure to drop a like. Leave a comment down below, letting me know what you want to see with this Jeep. We got lots of content coming too with the 2JZ. But yeah, drop a like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate you guys for watching. Have a good day.